Let's actually take this into consideration and think about the pure facts that this really is. Successful men are hated on the most. And it's not that they have no friends. It's not that they don't have anybody supporting or anything like that. It's just they're still hated on the most. And I'm going to explain. And if you really think about this, it makes sense. Think about first and foremost how many men aren't. How many men aren't successful? How many men aren't where they want to be? And it doesn't mean you'll never get yourself to where you want to be, because you probably can if you put in the work. But think about how many men today aren't. Okay. So the men that aren't are most likely going to hate on men who are, unless the men who aren't are already working their way up, which a lot of you on this channel are doing it. But think about the people in the world who aren't. Think about the amount of people in the world who have already given up. Of course they're going to hate, so that's a lot of people to begin with. Think about women as well. Let's think of it like this. A lot of women is also going to hate on you because it's the highest quality of life that a human can live. You're not going to want most women. That's going to create more haters within women because you're not going to want most of them. And they're going to be pissed at you because you don't want them, and they know it. Because if you did, you would get something going with them, but you just don't. You don't talk to them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't try nothing. They might do little things to try to get your attention. You don't care. So, a lot of women's going to hate on you as well. And even ones that might have a chance with some successful men, even they hate. They hate because they know you're great. They hate because they know you have other options. They know you have other women who want you. It makes them more insecure. It puts them in this competition anxiety state of mind. And they always think of the worst case scenario. So this is going to lead to them kind of being frustrated with you, hating on you. So think about how many people in the world is going to hate on you for being a successful man. It's a lot. And if you break generational curses in your own family and you become a different level than all of your family has ever seen or become, there you go. You'll be hated on once again. And it's funny because almost none of this would happen if it was the other way around, if this was a female. Maybe a little bit of it, not nearly to the extent or degree that I'm explaining this to as. And this is exactly why successful men are hated on the most. And if anybody else, even if you're a dude and you're kind of bummy, you don't got your shit together, like no one's gonna even care. No one's gonna care. It's when you're doing something with your life. You're not gonna be a billionaire. You didn't have to create the next rocket ship that's way better than every other one that's ever been created. You don't have to do nothing like that. It's just you love your life. You love the life you live. You love the life and lifestyle you've created. You have freedom. You have choices. You have options. You're well-rounded. You're successful in every area. That's important. So, a lot of people can't do that. So when you do it, you start to see everything for what it really is. You're going to have men below you trying to compete with you because you just grazed those levels. You just did. Now they feel inferior. They feel kind of mad, upset because they're not you. Like I've done a video Haters want to be you. I mean, what can I say? Are these not facts, guys? Are these not facts? There's women that's successful out there and still nobody cares. People just let women be. But when you're a man with a plan, you have options. And when I say options, I don't mean other females. I mean, you have options. You can do as you please. There's a lot of things you can do. You're going to be hated on. Because you have a certain type of power that other people want. And most guys are going to hate on you for that. Most other females is going to hate on you for that because you have power. What does most women, not all, but what does most women want to do to most men today? Control them. Manipulate them. Put them in lose-lose situations. Put them in bad situations. They want to be the one that's kind of leading. They want to be the one that's having the say. They want to be the one that's setting you up for failure. Because they have you there, but they're doing some other stuff. That's why if you have a female in your life, you better make sure none of that is happening. You better let her know none of that is acceptable. And if I sense any of it, it's done. We're done. It's over. You don't commit to females like that, bro. You don't. There's boundaries, and boundaries must be held firmly in place. Because us men, we're not committing to anything that's going to lead us in a lose situation. Not doing it. But most women, not all, but most today, want to lead men down those paths. Put men in those situations. She just wants you there so she can do some other stuff, but she wants you there too, but she's doing this but she wants you there still. It's some BS, bro. When you sense you have a female around you like that, you better let that go like a bad habit, because that is what it is. It's a bad habit. That's a bad female right there for you, huh? That's a bad one. She's trying to take advantage. She's trying to get in your head. She's trying to work her little game on you, and she's doing it to somebody else, and to somebody else, and to somebody else, and she's setting all these traps, doing all this stuff. You have to be aware of this. You ain't letting no female do what she wants to you. It's going to be a mutual type of thing. You have boundaries. She might have boundaries. You talk about the boundaries. You communicate the boundaries. And you stick to it. That's how a relationship works. You want something to work? Well, stick to principles. You don't start doing things that's disrespecting the relationship. If you want to disrespect the relationship and do some crazy stuff, don't be in one. Relationships ain't just for fun. If you want to date, if you want to be in a relationship, it should be for marriage. It should be for real. It should be like you see this person as a forever person. You don't just date to date. If you want to do that, just stay single. Tell them what you want to do. Short-term dating. It's pretty popular today with a lot of people. And it's kind of shameful because it's not real. It's not a real date. It's not a real relationship. It's a cover-up for, I want to have fun with you for maybe a few months. And then we're done. It's not a long extended relationship with marriage and kids and the family and the white picket fence and the dogs and everything else. It's not that at all. It's hookups. It's a couple months tops and you're done with the person. And that's how a lot of people's live it today. And it's because they're selfish and they don't want to give up a part of themselves to invest for whatever reason. They just want what they want. They're going to take it and they're going to run. They're going to get old and they're going to realize how big of a mistake they've made, because the best things in life come with commitment, not the easy shit. The best things in life come with true commitment, with boundaries in place. Obviously, we talk about boundaries today, bro, like it's the worst thing on earth. That's how people label boundaries, or you're controlling or something. Like it's absolutely insane. People really believe they can just go out there and do whatever they want, and it's just not how it works. There are rules. You don't cheat. You don't do sneaky stuff. You don't put yourself in positions where cheating and everything else is a higher probability. You just don't do it, because it's an unintelligent move. And if you want to ruin years and years and years of commitment because you want to do some stupid shit like that, you don't deserve to be in a relationship. And if you don't want to do those things, stay single. Have fun with your cats. Have fun with your lonely life, because that's the way it will be. But anyways, that's not even the whole topic of this video, but you just get the point. Successful men, let's talk about this as well. Successful men also hold firm boundaries, which a lot of manipulative losers and people don't like. Because you a real one, bro. You a real man. You don't let just anybody into your home and act however they want and do this and do that. And it's just like, people be out of their minds being toxic. It's like they can't even be a cordial human. Most people are just lousy. Most people are just messy, toxic. It's strange. We're living in strange times where people can't even get a hold of themselves, bro. Like, it's absolutely insane. I don't understand. But being a successful man, you're going to hold these boundaries. I like people who's clean cut. I like individuals who take care of themselves, who take care of their health, who take care of their mind, their body, their soul. That's who I like, because if you don't do those things, I know what type of a mess you are. It's ugly. And I'm not one of those people, so why would I get around those people when I'm not one? Y'all can have fun rolling around in the mud with each other like pigs and getting each other dirty, because I don't want to participate. I'm good. I'm good on the toxic stuff. Successful men are picky. Successful men are picky with their women. Successful men are picky with their friends. Successful men don't get around just any family members. If they're toxic, they're toxic. It doesn't matter if it's your damn parents, if it's your damn whoever it is. This is what it is. And this is why successful men are hated. Because we hold a certain standard and most people can't meet it. So most people ain't gonna like us because they cannot be on the same page as us. We don't like them, they don't like us. It's just how it is. And there's so less of us and so much more of these just whatever type of people. They're just going crazy all the time. They cannot even get a hold of their nuts. I don't understand. Like, imagine the mess of that life, bro. Imagine the mess of that life. Just doing whatever all the time. Like, every day you're just scrambling to just get a fix of something, grab a drink, smoke something, numb yourself, pop a pill, just doing nothing. Like, imagine that life. Eating whatever kinds of foods, never exercise, and just doing, it's like some people, bro, are just doing every single thing every day that you don't do even once. Like, ever. And you be doing things every day that those people don't do not once, even ever. They don't commit like you commit. Not one day of the whole 365 days a year. You'll be doing it 365 days a year. They don't even do it for one day. That's the difference. And they don't understand why you're successful. They don't understand why you can get yourself to where you're going to get yourself to when they can't. It's just, it blows my mind. How could you possibly do the things you're doing and think you deserve anything? You deserve every ounce of hell that has come your way because you've put yourself there. You have done those things. But we can't talk like this today to everybody, bro, because people will just get hella triggered at us because we tell them the truth. We hold them accountable. I hold the people closest to me accountable. The people closest to me change for the better. They get better. They get healthier. They get happier. They get more independent within themselves. Like, they get better in every way you could possibly think. Because I have worked so hard on myself, how I am, the things I do, rubs off on them. It's a standard of life. And most people today don't have a standard of life. They just do whatever. They live however. Don't really matter. You ain't going to get yourself nowhere, G, doing some stupid shit like that. You're not going to get yourself anywhere. Ever, 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 ever. And let's talk about this real quick before in this video. Look at most of the women today as well. Not all, but most. Look at most of them. These younger females in my generation, let's break this down. They're running around, going crazy, drinking, on all these apps, messing around with so many individuals and so many people. They forgot who they've talked to last week. They forget who they're talking to now. They've made a plan with about 10 people. It's chaos, bro. No, bro, it's bad. It's real bad out there. I'm not saying all women are like this, but bro, that's most of what's going on today. A lot of other guys come to me and tell me things like this. I've seen it myself, some. I've heard it from others even more. It's bad out there, bro. And they're using the best years of their life to do the most damage to themselves. And everybody else around them is getting damaged. And they don't care. They're getting more unappealing. They're getting worse looking by the day. They think things are going to stay the same. They think they're still going to be able to get the men they could have got when they were at their absolute best, and it's not the truth. And therefore, while you're a successful man and you've dedicated those years of your life to be successful, those same females is going to want you one day. And guess what? You're not going to want them. You're not going to want them because they don't meet your standard. And that pisses them off, so they're going to be a hater. Just like everybody else who can't seem to do what you're doing. Because their lack of work ethic, their lack of commitment, and their unwillingness to learn and to grow and to fight through those adversities to become the best. That is what it takes. That is what you must do, and a lot of people ain't willing to do it today. But anyways, guys, that's my take for this video. I mean, it's pretty clear. that successful men are hated on the most. It's pretty clear. It's not the women. No one even cares about successful women. They're doing their thing, and that's good. But no one's like, oh, no one cares. They just let them be. But when you're a man, it comes with problems. It comes with haters. It comes with having few friends that you can trust. A female you can trust or none. That's all it's going to be. And you're probably going to have family turn on you, and you're going to have a lot of people you used to know turn on you, people from your hometown turn on you, and it's all a result of the work you put in, which solidifies this whole video in a nutshell. Successful men are hated on the most. Point blank period. It is a fact. There's no even debates. Because if you're not, no one cares enough. You could be a man, but nobody cares enough if you're not doing something significant with your life. You might get a bit of hate from some stupid family member, but it's not going to be a lot. It's not going to be from a whole bunch of people, because a whole bunch of people don't care enough. But when you're successful, that's when it happens. You guys will see one day for yourself. If you're not at that level yet, you will see. And that's the take for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.